Hey everybody, how's it going? How's everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Monday morning? It's nice and cold here at the Ray Ranch. Anyway, hey everybody, my name's Spencer Ray, better known on the gaming platforms as Fire Squasher 357. Just jumping in this morning with a little bit on the Forged by Fire podcast stuff. I actually have a little bit of stuff to talk about today, so I thought I'd just jump on here and talk for a little bit. Maybe we'll turn this into an episode that we'll upload to YouTube. You could jump over to YouTube, search Spencer Ray or Fire Squasher 357, and you'll find me there. We've only got a couple videos up for the Forged by Fire podcast. Then I got some personal stuff from back when I was in college and also working at a church doing some media. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Mine was busy, 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 way too busy. Ran through Saturday and then realized, oh crud, Saturday's over with. I don't have, I don't have anything to show for it, fun wise anyway. I actually didn't get to get on and play anything this weekend, so I spent all my weekend, all Saturday, doing work here around the house, and yesterday doing some video engineering at church and helping with the online platforms there. But anyway, it was a good weekend. I guess kind of the big story this morning on the sports side of things is the Browns. I haven't really followed football a lot over the last 5 to 7 years. I kind of was focusing on racing and that type of the motorsports scene. Um, Whenever all of the Colin Kaepernick stuff started happening with people kneeling for the national anthem and stuff. So that just kind of kept me away from football. But anyway, I've got a lot of friends that are huge Chiefs fans and huge NFL fans, and I guess this Browns game yesterday was the big deal, scoring 28 points in the first quarter against the Steelers, who in the past were well known for having that defense that you couldn't beat. But obviously, that wasn't the case yesterday. Sorry to the Steelers, but congratulations to everybody all the teams that won this weekend. I know with it being such a weird year with the pandemic and everything, that everybody's trying to have some normalcy or have something good come of it. And for the Browns to win their first playoff game since I believe it was the '90s, was the last time they won a playoff game. Congratulations to them. So, yeah. Any other sports happen that anybody else think was a big deal? I've been trying to keep up with college basketball a little bit in North Carolina. I've always tried to keep up with North Carolina. I've been a fan since the '80s when I was a kid. Yes, the Michael Jordan scene. I grew up with Michael Jordan. I was a North Carolina fan when he was there. I became a Chicago Bulls fan when he was there. But really haven't watched much in the way of professional sports other than racing, mainly because in the last couple of years, like I said, with football, I just quit watching it to watch more racing because football always raced on or always played on Sundays, and a good portion of racing happens on Sundays. So when you have to pick and choose, I always picked racing. But with other sports, baseball, basketball, yeah, I've kind of quit watching them in the professional scene just because I'm going to try to put this in the nicest way possible. I want to watch sports when I watch sports. I don't want to watch political statements. If I'm watching your game, it's because I'm supporting your team and want to see you guys do well. I don't really want to be have somebody's finger pointed in my face telling me how I should act and all of that while I'm watching sports. Now, let me back that up with, as an athlete, a professional athlete, yes, you have a platform that a majority of people don't have. You know, you're the upper 1% that people look up to. And should you use that platform? Yes. However, I think there are plenty of opportunities off the field, off the court, in other places other than where you make your money, where you entertain people, to do that. I don't think you have to do that while you're in the middle of your game. or your race or any of that. I think there are plenty of other platforms to get out there and do that. All you're doing when you get out there on the court or on the field and kneel during the national anthem or have to make some type of political statement when something good happens during the game. I just don't think that's right. To me, it's well, I've got a lot of military family. I wanted to go in the military, but had bad knees. That's why I was a firefighter for almost 20 years. It's a lot easier to get on a fire department with bad knees than it is in the military. But talking to them, some of the conversations I've had in the past with a few of them, this whole kneeling during the national anthem, I understand it's a statement. And whether they've got it in their mind or not that they're not being disrespectful to our military and our soldiers, they need to ask our military and our soldiers how they feel. Because all of them that I've talked to are asked the question of, do you think that was disrespectful? They've all said yes. They've they've seen they've given their blood, sweat, and tears. They've had military comrades die right in front of them. All so that somebody can disrespect our national anthem and our flag. Like I said, make the political statements. If there's a civil rights issue that you want to address, if there's a political issue you want to address, if there's something that you feel strongly about, by all means, do it. But I say, and this is a personal opinion, by the way, and it's probably an unpopular one, do it off the court, off the field, away from the racetrack. We as fans, as people that want to enjoy what you are doing, we come to your events or we turn on your events to get away from reality. That's why that's why my family are big sci-fi fans. I get enough drama in real life. I've got teenagers. I live around people. There's enough drama in real life. When I go to a sporting event or a movie, I do not. Yeah, I don't want reality. Give me something else other than reality. Uh, but that's just me. Like I said, this is all a personal opinion. But anyway, to me, it all comes down to respect. If you call yourself an American citizen or are proud to be an American citizen, it's all about respect. And it's not just the flag, it's the people that stand behind the flag and stand between you and the people that would burn down that flag and take away every freedom that you've got to get out there on the field or out there and take part of your sport and make the money that you do. So anyway, that's my morning rant. But again, congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. That's really great. That organization's been through some tough times. Even back when I was watching football, they had some pretty rough times going. We've seen some teams that have been good, terrible, and mediocre teams really turn stuff around over the last couple of years, and it's great to see a team like that finally get some traction and doing some good. So cheers to you guys. And so anyway, something I've thought about doing here with the podcast is every time we come on, I really want to do kind of a verse of the day type thing. But I also came across something really cool in my reading that I think kind of meshes in with what the verse is. So here, let me pop this up and we'll kind of read a verse here real quick for you guys. And this one's just kind of my verse of the day that I found. It says, "By this all people will know that you are my disciples." And this is Jesus speaking, by the way. If you have, you will, let me start over. "By this all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." Something, if you happen to be on last time I was streaming or been on YouTube where I posted that podcast ad or that test, we were testing the podcast. One of the things that I did towards the end was talk about loving people. I've said it and I will continue to say it. I am a Bible-believing Christian and I am proudly an American citizen that believes in the Constitution. I may not agree with people's lifestyles, but again, I believe God gave us all free will, and Jesus said to love everybody. So I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. There are things I agree with, things I don't agree with. Am I a perfect person? No way. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not a perfect Christian. but Jesus said he didn't come to save those that had it all together. He came to save the sick and the lost, and that's what I am. I'm a lost person saved by grace that's trying to get better every day. That's part of the reason I'm on here right now too. That's because hopefully I can be a light, in the dark world to some people. But anyway, that verse talking about showing love for one another. Um, I read a book by Paul David Tripp. It's a daily, you know, inspirational devotion. It's called New Morning Mercies, and this one's pretty cool. It's kind of talking about um, feeling the need to find success in other from getting accolades and feel your success coming from other people. And I just want to read one of these paragraphs to maybe help somebody here. Maybe it'll open some eyes. That maybe you're looking for love in all the wrong places, as the old country song says. Maybe you're looking in the wrong place to find your self worth, and it's causing issues in your life. Like I said in the last podcast, there are a lot of people out there with no hope, and a lot of people that are losing hope. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. 103 men a day in the United States alone commit suicide, and there are people that need help. And so maybe this is something that can help you out if you're one of those that feel like there's nothing out there and nobody loves you or cares for you. You shouldn't be looking for that in people. There's other ways to do that. You should be looking to yourself and to God for that, finding that success and knowing that there is somebody out there that loves you. But let me read this real quick. It says, "Here's what happens to us all. We seek horizontally, which means person to person. When you hear me talk about relationships, horizontal is person to person, vertical is you to God. So, and like I said, I'm a Bible believing Christian, so I believe everything that's coming out here. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Just hear me out and listen to this. Maybe it'll help you. We seek horizontally for the personal rest that we are to find vertically, and it never works. So we're always looking to find rest and our self-worth in other people instead of in God. So looking to others for your inner sense of well-being is pointless. First, you'll never be good enough, consistent enough, or consistently enough to get the regular praise of others that you're seeking. You're going to mess up. You're bound to disappoint. You will have a bad day. You'll lose your way. At some point, you'll say or do things that you shouldn't. And add to this fact that the people around you aren't typically interested in taking on the burden of being your personal Messiah. They don't want to live with the responsibility of having your identity in their hands. Looking to people for your inner self worth never works. So, nobody's perfect. People will fail you, people will let you down. People are selfish. I'm selfish too. I struggle with selfishness just as much as the next person. So just don't always just go to other people trying to find your self-worth. Yeah, have a great group of friends, have friends that you can lean on and trust to and take your problems and issues to, but there are other ways to find your self-worth. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. I hope it brings something to mind. If you're having issues, I hope it puts something in your heart that'll help you move forward. If you're struggling with any depression or other issues, maybe it'll show you that there are other avenues to find that hope and that it's not pointless. But anyway, one other thing I wanted to chat about real quick before we get off of here, because it's getting close time for work. I enjoy doing this in the morning because I'm a morning person, but I do have to go to work at 8 o'clock Central Time. I may jump on a little bit later just to mess around and chat and maybe get some stuff moved around. If you saw my last stream, you noticed the background's a little bit different. Well, I moved some stuff around here in our my studio, if you will, the Fire Squasher Studios of Southwest Missouri. And tried a different desk setup, a little bit less distracting background, and there's just not enough room here where I'm sitting. I'm kind of straddling the drawers on my desk, so I'm gonna have to move things around again. So it'll end up changing a little bit. But the one other thing I want to chat about is, how was your weekend? Did you spend time with family? Did you spend time with the people that matter? Um, I'm a gamer. I understand it that I'm on a game streaming platform but also allows people to sit here and do this, sit and talk and chat, and have ways to record this and rebroadcast as podcast. It's a great way to connect to the gaming community, but we've also got to realize that there are people around us that need our time as well. I've been a gamer my whole life. Um, Gaming is actually what got me through college. This sounds really weird, but I would study so much going through college, and I didn't start college till I was in my early 30s. Um, but I would study, and let me start it with I started out going to college for psychology and got about a year and a half into it and was like, I do not want to do this. But I also enjoyed doing media, so I ended up changing schools and changing my degree program and finishing with that. But there was a lot of studying that went on, a lot during those first couple of years on psychology, writing papers, and it's just when I got done late at night and my kids were already in bed, um, you know, I really I had to have something, and gaming is what got me through. So had some great friends, the DTKU clan that we played a lot of Call of Duty on the Xbox, or no, PlayStation. Excuse me. Wow, I do Xbox now. Hey, LOL Master, I do not remember you. I apologize. Um, but hooking up with that team and getting out there and playing, that's what got me through college because I wasn't spending enough time with family. But now that I'm out of college and have time, it's always good to spend that time with family and friends. You have to make time. I'll just put it that way. Um, you have to make time to be with family and friends, especially and this is going to be for you guys out there, ladies. If you end up watching this, I appreciate it, but this is mainly focused for guys because I think men. I'm not saying women can't be leaders, but I think men should step up and do everything they can to be a leader in their family and guide their families in the right way. So, guys, if you're a husband or father, um, make time to spend with your uh, spouse and your kids. Even if it's just an extra hour, take an hour away from the Xbox or the PlayStation or off the PC. Um, you're never going to get that time back. I spent too much time on the systems when I was younger, when my kids were little, while I was going through school. That I should have taken extra time with them because I miss it now. I look back now. I'm not going to say it's the number one regret in my life, but you need to make sure you look back, take time, take that extra. As I said, even if it's just an hour, shut it off for an hour. Shoot Nerf guns with your kids. Go outside, run around with them, play sports with them. If you have a teenager with a driving permit, take her out and drive around with her so that she's ready to get her license before her permit expires. I have not done that enough, so my daughter's going to have to get her permit again. But anyway, make sure you're spending time with family. Make that time because you'll never get it back. And, spouses love that time with you. Even if it's just an hour of no distraction, sit down, talk to them, do something with them, budget with them. I'm going through the Dave Ramsey financial coaching program right now. Do stuff with them. Sit down. You don't have to go spend a ton of money with them. Turn on a movie. There's a lot of streaming services. Flip on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, something. Fix your wife something nice. Fix her some popcorn. Fix her something to drink. Spend that time with you, even if it's just an hour or two. Once everything's said and done, they'll appreciate it, and it's a lot better to get back on the game when nobody's upset that you're not paying attention to them after you've spent time with them. So anyway, that's about everything that I wanted to chat about today. Like I said, we're still working some bugs out with some of the OBS platform, getting it to work the way that we want, but I think we're getting closer to where we're going to be ready to really kick this thing off. I know I've been sitting here chatting for 20 minutes and talked about some stuff, which hasn't seemed like that long. It's really good. I'm getting better at doing by the way. At least I think I am. I think it's better to have silence than sitting here and going. I'm one of those people that'll sit there and count how many times somebody does something like that. So anyway, I think we're gonna get out of here, get myself ready for work. I appreciate anybody that's watching this, watched it, past, present, future. LOL Master, thanks for jumping on here. I wish I remembered you. Sorry about that. I really don't, but I'm getting older, and memory memory might fail me. So I hope y'all have a great day, and God bless you. Let us know if you need anything. Like I said in the last one, if you're struggling with anything personal and you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. Either we can chat, or I will get you in touch with. I will do my best to get you in touch with somebody local to you, whether it be a counselor, a hospital, or a church. And I don't want to see any men or women, even though most of what I'm trying to do here is going to focus on men. We don't want to see anybody do anything to hurt themselves just because they think nobody cares. Somebody does care for you. I care for you because you're watching this. Thanks for watching. God bless you. You guys have a great day.